Yes, people, welcome to Never a Foul. I know this is a bit of a later show today compared to what we have going on at 11:30 in the mornings, but we're here now. That's all that matters. Smash the like button if you are here and if you are tuned in. You know, we was going to go in the morning, but Freeman decided that they wanted to go Carney. What can I say, innit? Carney, aka Carnival. Some of us have got priorities, so we can't do that as much as one wanted to go. There's some transfer news as well. You know, Mamadashvili, it looks like he's a here we go to Liverpool. Nothing to get gassed about. Exactly, even though they're going to lose on the weekend. And then also, you know, Sterling, Man United, that kind of stuff. Sancho going the other way. We'll talk about it. But we got results to talk about. You know, we got Chelsea to talk about, I think, more in depth. I think yesterday when we did talk about it, kind of went a little bit left in a way. But, you know, the Gremlins are out now. If anyone saw Don this morning on Saeed's channel when he got the full screen, an absolute gremlin. One win is what, you know, is if we get Osman, don't let me finish above your club. This, that, and the other. Yeah, that's crazy. Obviously, Arsenal got their revenge on Aston Villa. Big up to Spurs. As much as you want to discredit the Everton side, they absolutely dismantled them. And then Man United, we'll talk about, bro, I'm the only one. I had to run my mouth when I spoke about 3-point collectors in it last week. And where are you in the table? And Liverpool with a professional win against Brentford at Anfield, man. The second half was just like, yeah, man, it's just a long day. But yeah, do smash the like button if you've ever done so yet. So, and for Reece Hawkins said, what about Osman? Oh, whatever, man. But what are you guys saying, man? This is it's a nice Monday, you know, even though it's bank holiday.
Yeah,
a lot to talk about slightly if you didn't get to talk about in the weekend.
Yeah, I haven't really spoke about much recently, but what, start with Chelsea? Chelsea, decent place to start.
Damn, is that where you want to start?
We want to start with Chelsea, man.
I want to start because the thing is like you gotta be fair with the like criticism versus praise. Like that second half performance by Chelsea was serious business. It was serious business. On the one hand, I am looking seriously at that Wolves defense. Like what are you playing at here? But on the other hand, you look at Maresca, he brings on Neto, total domination. Noni goes to the town, says this place is a shithole, dunks a hat trick on the head, leaves. There's a lot to respect about it. Do you know what I mean? And the one thing, Chelsea have got goals in them. Like they created a couple of chances against City. They scored 6 the other day. Like this team have goals in them. I don't love them out of possession. I think that they're easy to get at defensive. I don't rate Fofana at all. I didn't really rate him that much when he first joined.
He had an amazing second half though against Wolves. Though he absolutely clamped up what they needed to clamp up. There was that point in the second half, in the first half, where on the right, on Wolves' left hand side, where Aïnouri was getting a little bit of freedom to kind of drag in. It was kind of an issue. Second half, I thought Fofana was actually quite good. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, you know what? Big up to the whole defense. Wolves did fuck all.
Now the problem with Fofana is that, like, when you play this style of play, the Chelsea play in Maresca, your defenders need to be A1. Do you know what I mean? They need to be on it all the time. And Fofana's not. He's not shown that he's good enough to be able to play in. You need like a Saliba, a Van Dijk. I know people will be like, oh, like even like a Romero is a much better defender than anybody that Chelsea's got. Yeah. And
yeah.
So it's like you need a certain level of quality of defender, but
you can't mention his name after mentioning the likes of Saliba and Van Dijk.
No, but what do you mean, bro? Listen, I don't want to get into the Romero. Listen, I know how good Romero is. If you say Saliba's better, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna cry.
he was better.
Listen, bro. I'm not. This isn't. We're talking about Chelsea. This is what Arsenal fans. This is what Arsenal fans do. If it was a small comment. We're talking about Chelsea. You don't always have to get flowers. Like, occasionally, other people can get flowers. So
he made a nice pass though.
It's like a backhanded it. He's like, they're good, but you know.
All I'm gonna say is, from my point of view, as a notorious Chelsea hater or Chelsea truth sayer that comes across as hate, but like, job well done. Yeah, they should be happy. It looked like a tricky game. You know, I've got minimal complaints. I think they did well. First half, they were defensively atrocious. Caicedo, Enzo were like a sieve. But second half, it was good stuff. And Cole Palmer,
he's just a GA.
No,
I'm gonna call him a GA merchant. You know, we like to use that word like it's like we use it like it's a bad thing, but like some of his assists were literally just there. You go, have it. Don't get me wrong, but that first goal he scored, what was the keeper doing? I don't know, but the finish is just like. Did you see Palmer when he's as soon as he saw that I want people to go look at the replay. Yeah, he looked up and he smiled when he saw the keeper off his line before he even shot the ball. Have you seen it? He smiles. He looks up and he smiles. He knew he's scoring, bro. The guy's got confidence out of. The guy's confidence is crazy, man. This guy, I don't think you can defeat Cole Palmer at this point. It's like Saka. It's that saying, Saka ain't gonna do nothing. Say, we can play shit, but he's gonna get you a goal and an assist probably, or one or the other. Do you know what I mean? It's just inevitable.
I don't know what Jose Sá was doing this game. Like,
he was I don't know what he was doing there.
Yeah, like the XG of the goals was quite low, which and I know people will be like, hey, no, like if you put a different keeper in that net, like they maybe score 3. Not 6, like as in like there was some good finishes by Nani, but I don't know what Sá was doing in terms of his positioning, like kind of all game, like so.
Nani's foot as well. It's like, come on, have some strong hands or something. Do you know what I mean? Or being in,
I mean, it was just his positioning was just off. He was just not. He was just constantly not in the right position, like and. Yeah,
a lot of Nani's goals, like I feel like a better keeper saves them as well. Like I don't know, it just felt a bit too easy for me.
But some of them were good finishes. Like the Nani finishes were not like. Well, the deflected one, no one's getting to. I think another one of Nani's. I think Chelsea probably scored 3-4 with even with a different keeper in net. But I think the momentum of the goals they were giving up and the times was bad for Wolves.
Thank you. Wait, sorry, someone said it, because a lot of these Chelsea man in the chat are asking me to talk about Palmer, but Trevelli just came in and said Palmer was drowning before the goal. Like he was literally doing nothing.
Yeah, but
and then what happened was our Wolves mentality in the mud now because they're getting smoked and it's just free now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just free now. So yeah, cool. Yeah, Palmer got his 1 goal and 3 assists. Well played. Well played against a Wolves that was buried in the mud. Yeah, but by the way, let's not act like he had like outside of that his whole game was cold because it wasn't. Because for large parts of the game, I'm watching it thinking, "Raw, where's Palmer? Where's Palmer?" But then obviously he comes in and he basically just makes use of Nani deciding he wants to be top goal scorer in form today, innit? But how many games is Nani going to do that? How many games are we going to see this happen? This is the thing in it. So you get me? Just Chelsea fans, be a bit calm in it.
Nah, you got it. If you can't gas a hat trick, when can you gas? Like, cool. If Brennan Johnson scored a hat trick, I'd be gassed. Like, I mean, there's no. He talked shit and he backed it. Like, in these moments, I want to like because players get a lot of abuse and stuff. I want to in this moment be like. Say whatever you want, until the next game week, run your mouth, like, be as happy as you want, say whatever, because hat trick is not beans in the Premier League, like to score a hattie, a good hat trick as well. So with Madueke and Chelsea fans speaking about Madueke, I feel, hey, listen, let them talk their shit. In my opinion, I think why not? Like,
yeah, there's no way you can sit here and try to downplay a 6-2 hooks. Yeah, for one, not that you are.
I'm not downplaying it, innit?
You are kind of downplaying it because I said there's no way in no way, shape, or form can you downplay a 6-2 win in any shape, form, or capacity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not downplaying it.
The only way you can really criticize Chelsea is not even one of their attackers. Like, even if man was drowning, the fact that he got 4 GA in the end means he secured the bag in the second half. Do you know what I mean? Like but the whole Chelsea team were drowning in the first half. We already know that.
Notice I was silent until man started running their gums in the chat. So I just had to clarify. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not downplaying. It's wicked. Chelsea are doing what I said Chelsea would do. Man, forget I'm the one that predicted them third. I'm not hating on Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea are doing what I expect them to do. Yeah, our defense is shaky, so we're going to concede goals, but we're just going to score more goals than what you score against us. I expect Chelsea to do this. So maybe this is why I'm not as gassed as everybody else, because I expect Chelsea to do this. Maybe the Chelsea fans are a bit surprised that their team can play this way, but I'm not surprised in it. I'm just saying, let's just relax. Because when man start talking too much about certain players and making comparisons, that's when I just have to come in and just relax. Do you know what I mean? Well played, 1 goal, 3 assists, but let's not act like he had the most amazing game throughout the whole 90 minutes. That's all I'm saying.
Well, who did then? So who in your opinion, who did?
I think the truth.
Who did in the Chelsea team? Who had a great game then? Like, in your opinion?
No. Palmer had a great game. Noni had a great game. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, these players had good games, but what I'm saying is they just weren't great for the whole game. Because that first half, I didn't see Palmer.
Yeah,
you know that's the only comment that I made. I'm not downplaying Chelsea. Chelsea played cold. Chelsea absolutely put Wolves in a spliff in the second half, innit? But when man run their gums a bit too much in the chat, I just have to come in and bring a bit of balance. That's all I do.
Wolves' away is the thing with me is.
By the way, context. I know you're going to say here. Wolves away. They haven't beat them in 4 times away from their in the last 4 years.
And on the flip side, Kaz, I think look in the Premier League. It's funny because we went and drew to Leicester, and that was one of the. I was going to say there's like 15 away games in the Premier League that are pretty hard. Yeah. Like they're like pretty hard. Like as in like you go there, it's like this is a tricky game. Yeah. So I feel like didn't Wolves beat Chelsea at home last season as well?
They did.
You got a hat-trick. You got a hat-trick.
Wolves went to
they beat Chelsea.
I know. Listen, and Wolves went to Arsenal the previous week and you know had a few moments, things like that. You know, like so. Yeah, good win for Chelsea. Like I don't know who they got next.
You get to see Maresca's ball. And I said my thing with Chelsea is can they concentrate for the full 90? Because I've said, for Chelsea, they've got a good manager and a style of play. Could they keep up that concentration? Because they have a lot of bozo moments. Like even with Fofana with the second goal as well. Do you know what I mean? Madueke keeping that disciplines. Remember, last season, they got a lot of yellow cards and red cards. So Noni gave that foul away, they scored. So if Maresca could get that discipline and they can concentrate for the full 90, because they remember Chelsea have bozo moments, bro. Because against another team like an Arsenal or let's say a City, you're getting punished. So that's what it is with Chelsea. Wherever that takes them, that'll be interesting to see. In it, could you play that football and get third, like Hooks is saying, or could you get that football and still end up 8th? That will be the interesting thing.
And also just for final on Wolves was. This is what like someone makes a good point. I was trying to say that Wolves is a tough game, but I'm basing Wolves being a tough game off Wolves with Kilman and Neto, and do you know what I mean? And watching those defend like Totti and Mosquera play, I was like, these guys really miss Kilman. Like, as in, why? Kilman was actually holding this together, because it wasn't amazingly terrible defending, but it was just passive, and they didn't know where they needed to be, and there was no communication, and they were just easy to break through. And I'm like, okay, if Wolves are going to be like that defensively this season, then there might be a fair drop off from them last season, because same with against Arsenal, they don't have that stability they had with Dawson and Kilman. I can see at the moment, but It's early.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Wolves are in trouble, man. And it's not just one result. You just look at that squad in it. The fake mosquito dude at the back. The Nori don't look like a left back.
The Gomez guy is good though.
Yeah. Well, whatever he does whatever he can do. The Larson guy, is he gonna be enough? I don't really know. Like I feel like Wolves might be in a bit of a bad shape, a bit of a pickle this year, especially like Neto. I don't think they've really done much in the window. I don't think they can do much in the window by the looks of it.
Ain't Nori, bro. Look up, bro. Ain't Nori was there. Ain't Nori's there.
He was horrid. Ain't Nori was horrid defensively. You know what? That made me look at him.
First half was good, and then he died out. He died out.
Defensively he was shit.
I seen him get cooked. I remember watching him against Coventry in the FA Cup when Coventry beat them, and I remember being like, "This can't be the £50 million person," because he's not good enough offensively to offset his limitations defensively. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, I'm like, I'm sure teams like Liverpool.
I think he's a winger. I think ain't no.
But in football, are we like, because obviously fullbacks goes through like phases. Are we in that kind of left back, left centre back kind of phase of player now? A lot of teams want a different kind of profile, so that kind of up and down left back is not kind of. But he can invert. He is still a good. You know what? With Nori, he just needs a team with a good system that can hide some of his limitations. Do you know what I mean? Because he is good going forward.
Yeah,
I just don't think he's so good that you can just leave him on his own to do whatever was going on there.
Yeah. But I also want to keep on the whole Chelsea topic as well. It's just like I look at it. There's one thing, obviously, Kai. I think now.
Kaz, can I just say as well? Do you remember last week when I said about Nkunku and I said, "Oh, they'll sell him next summer," and people started coming for me.
But we can't.
No. Look, the writing's on the wall. If you can't see that Nkunku's going to get sold next summer, like it's so clear. Like there's not a proper position for him. They're still bringing in attackers. Like. They're surely going to put him on the market next summer.
I'm not. I don't know. I think it's still early to call it at this moment of time, innit? For me personally, for Nkunku and big up Ahmed. So I'm not entirely sure on that front. Like I don't think you can even put this game as a measuring stick for Chelsea. But I think there's one thing that I think it was kind of highlighted, Ahmed, that we was just talking about just the game, obviously. That no one's kind of I want to touch on a little bit more is the fact that Chelsea can play one bad half. And if they can survive it, the fact is, this whole outscoring maneuver, like that maneuver and all that, is they only need a half to kill off the smaller teams. Because let's be real, I don't think Chelsea might have a hard time against the top sides this year, potentially anyways, in terms of how they're gonna like move about and obviously their system, their structure. It might take some time to find their way against the so-called bigger sides, but I don't think that's the issue anyways. I think it's the smaller sides killing them off. That right there, if that don't tell you that they can bring on A, B, C, and D to come and kill a team off, I don't know what does. Because I saw what come off the bench here. Dewsbury Hall, cool, good player. But then I see Felix, Neto, and Nkunku and whatnot, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, man, just stop. You add Osman to this. It's gonna get to a point where it's like I've had enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They got so much they've got a good abundance of talent that can come on and really change a game.
Yeah, but everybody knows that. But Kaz, everybody knows that. The question is, where do Chelsea go with that? That's the question. I have no doubt that they can actually bring on players to damage it because they still got a good squad. The question is now is about winning trophies. So they've missed the margin in that because last season you said the same thing. Oh, they spent money. They got certain players that can kill off teams, but when they went to the Carabao Cup final, they've lost. So where does that? So that's what I'm always going to ask the Chelsea fans. Where does that take?
It's a bit
you know what I would say.
But look what they did.
What I would say.
Go on, Ahmed. You go on.
Because listen, while it is true, yes, every season, of course, at Chelsea, the objective is to win something. There's no doubt about that. I think last season it was a bit more different in the sense of we had a lot more, I would say, younger talent than I would say this season. I think this season, we have a bit more of a known quantity type of players, if that makes sense. Guys that we kind of already know what they're made out of more so than last season, in my personal opinion. And But in general, I think your point about us killing off teams in the second half, I agree with you. I think that's actually a positive, if not more so than anything. The fact we've got a lot more quality in attack is something that we're going to need, considering the fact that, I've said this before, our defense is going to need a lot of time to gel. Those guys are going to need time to gel, hopefully to get better, if this is the defense that we're going to be going into the season with. So at times, you're going to have to be outscoring teams. I think I was comparing us almost, when Liverpool had like Mane and Salah, but they didn't have that good defense of Van Dijk and someone else. So that season where you do outshooting them and them. So that's probably what you're gonna have to do. But listen,
quickly, where do you put where do you see Chelsea? So for this season, what are your expectations for Chelsea?
My expectation was obviously around about 5th place. I think we're gonna probably get around about 5th. But obviously Conference League guaranteed, and one of the FA Cup or Carabao Cup.
Freedom of speech, Cash.
Do you think they're finishing lower than what I think? That's crazy.
Because I think for me, it still depends on it. Because right now,
freedom of speech.
Yeah, I think it still depends for me
one more, I'll
personally.
just put him out. I ain't got time for people like that. I don't care if they want to. If you want to, I get it, innit? Apart from hooks and cats, you can suck my dick all you want there. But if that's the case, nah, man, I'm not.
Well, it's cool. You can't please everyone all of the time, man.
You know what it is? I don't like. You know what it is? I don't like batty riders, fam. It's like
cool, man.
The only time I like it is when I'm not gonna say it because it's haram, minute. Let me not.
When they sell on Kunku next summer, we'll come back to it. Don't worry about it.
Nah, man.
Just because you're getting cooked doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you're getting cooked.
Oh, go on, no, man. Sorry to apologize.
No problem, bro. That's okay. But listen, at the end of the day, what I will say, bro, again, I'm looking forward to what we've got. I want to see consistency first. Before I say we can get top 4, I need to see consistency. So I'm going to see what happens until the end of September, because then at least we'll have a bit more data on the team, and we'll keep it pushing.
So man said more data on the team, and then he doesn't like a little like that.
Some nice data at the weekend, yeah. Like,
yeah, I mean,
he's got Palace at home. He's got Palace at home.
Great data point, man. Great data point.
Hold on, like, can I ask about Mudryk? Yeah, like,
bro.
Are you like? Because obviously, even when you watch him play, he still has a couple of moments. He still has a couple of moments where you're like, is there something in there? And then he does like 4 terrible things. So, at what point are you gonna like? Are you saying like I'm gonna cut my losses on Mudryk? Obviously, you're different to the club. The club couldn't keep him around.
My issue was I was ready to somewhat cut my losses last season before we even started the season. In my personal opinion, last season he actually should have been sent out on loan to our secondary club in France. Because for me, that would have been.
You wanted it sent to Strasbourg.
Yeah, and the reason I actually wanted it for him personally was actually from footballing standpoint. France is like a very similar league to the English league. He would have at least had been somewhere where he would have gotten guaranteed game time week in, week out. Yeah. At least could have learned his trade, and actually do something to actually, be to actually improve himself. The problem at Chelsea was, under Poch, erratic starting. Even now, you're seeing the way Maresca's talking about the brother. Maresca is like talking heavy about him, and now you're getting linked to Sancho as well. I'm kind of beginning to find it very hard to see where does Mudryk even get minutes now. Like, even if I was to see even remove his how good he is or how bad he is, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I don't know where you're going to be playing, big man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think you get 35 million for him, even if you did sell him. He's that shit.
No, probably.
It's not. No, we got to look at it. Him and Anthony are about the same age, by the way, if not the same age. They both produce shit. It's just not good enough. It's simple as that. You're not really gonna find. He's been around for a minute now, like it's coming up to his second 2.5 seasons. This will be
he's been for almost 3 years, by the way. I know it looks spooky, but like him, Madueke, a lot of these guys have been here for now 3 seasons. It's kind of crazy.
You know what? Sometimes
same Madueke's been at Chelsea for 2.5 years. At the end of the season, is mad.
Difference is the thing is he shows some promise, and he actually shows that he can actually beat a player and do something. It's just that his final product has been a bit of it's been a question, isn't it? So. There you go, man. Look, Mudryk is just, what it is? He's just cheeks, and that's okay. He's just cheeks. It's okay that he's cheeks. It's just a transfer that didn't work out.
Lucas, are you watching? Are you worried about you? Like, as in, like, objectively speaking, are you? And I know, listen, but worry is, different levels of threat for people. But do you look at Chelsea and think, these guys could do something this season?
I'm not going to lie, I'm going to say it earlier. I think Chelsea are going to win the Carabao Cup this time, or FA. Okay. I think they win a cup. You know what it is? Sometimes you don't need a 4 or 5 game basis to know if they're gonna
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
and
you can just
if
you
they're
can
gonna
watch
be
a team and
okay.
think, shit,
But
this team is
the
all
fact
right.
that under Pochettino, they got to a final anyways with that squad. I think towards the end of the window they'll have a better squad. But the fact that they could have brought on 4 or 5 guys against Wolves can tell me that even if they do field a B-ish, A-ish team or whatever, they will have enough quality to get over the line.
I think the B team is booty cheeks. Like, not gonna lie, I still think the B team is booty cheeks.
No, I hear it. But if they
saw versus
think
Servette.
about it. No, think about it. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. Yeah. This is just my view, anyways.
Yeah.
They come up against Bristol Cities of the world, Oxford, all of that kind of stuff. You can get to that route. Look at Man United, one of their routes the other year. They can have that route, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a final where you're like, oh wait, Chelsea, all you got to do is put in 2 good performances with A teams now in the semis and a final, and they might find themselves. Same thing with Arsenal. If Arsenal sell Nketiah, which they're looking likely, and they go and get another winger, maybe it could be Sterling, maybe it could be a striker. But the thing is, they probably got all the tools that they need to do to go further forward this time around, and they probably go and win a cup as well, potentially. Like, you can say it for quite a few teams. Liverpool, not so much, I don't think. I think they're going to be stretched thin. You're going to be stretched thin, this year in terms of your squad compared to other squads, because I think with Champions League, I think Liverpool do well in it. It's just as easy as that, and that's okay.
This don't apply to Arsenal and Manchester City in it, because we're just light years ahead of everybody else in the pack in it.
What do you mean?
I was a Manchester United fan,
what do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean light years?
Let him finish, bro. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let's see what he's gonna say.
Let me finish. Yeah. If I was a Liverpool fan, if I was a Manchester United fan, if I was a Tottenham fan, I would be very concerned about Chelsea. Because in my opinion, Chelsea has a better squad than all of you, man. Maybe not a better first 11, but they have a better squad than all of you, man. Yeah.
I hear it.
So, when that, because don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Yeah. That squad is going to click at some point this season. This is the season, when it clicks. A lot of their strangers have been together now for about 2 years. They're forming them relationships. Once Maresca has figured out, okay, this is the 11 that I'm going to be going with by default, and they start playing week in, week out, these men are going to cook all of the lesser teams.
By the way, can I add on to that? So when I say, you know what, I changed my mind, I'm putting Liverpool in 5th rather than 4th.
This is where I had Liverpool.
But this is what we've been trying to tell Monts all summer. We tried to say this. We tried. I'm not joking. Everything you're saying is what we've actually put. Don't get me wrong. We can always banter. I mean, Jay's even been quite light on the Chelsea banter this summer as well. So actually, to be fair, the panel at that. But when we've tried to say, I just don't see at a point where they don't really click. Just because I believe that everyone's viewed Chelsea, because they finished 12th and because they finished 6th, that they're going to be always going to be around 12th and 6th. Some people might want to, rate their squad or not rate their squad. But for me, I rate their squads. And I just don't see in a world where they don't go further and maybe push. Maybe, especially if they get Osimhen, who just broke down to Saudi, by the way.
And I think obviously if you look at Chelsea, like nobody, I think people take things out of context. Like, for example, when I'm asking Kaz, what are you thinking about Chelsea? That's not me in any way not respecting the fact that Chelsea reach finals. Chelsea are traditionally a winning team. Pre-Bowley, Chelsea were always winning trophies, and so no one forgets that. What I'm merely saying is that if you do finish 12th and 6th, there does need to be a question of, are you going to now go back to the spot that you were in previously, or are you going to kind of stick on the outskirts? And I think there's a conversation to be had. Personally, I stopped bantering Chelsea a couple of months ago because I kind of could see it was coming together. I could see like this season they'll be pretty good. So there's a lot of pretty good teams in the league this season. There's a lot of teams of a similar level. So
the Liverpool fan wants to
wait. Volks, his name's Volks. If you never met him,
he's on mute, by the way. Volks.
Yeah, you're on mute. You're on mute.
He's on mute. I thought he was doing sign language.
Let me reply to what
he's doing timeout. I noticed when he said no.
And it will tie in with what everybody else is saying. So, Jay, first and foremost, you're a Tottenham fan. So, Because
Doesn't mean
really and truly,
doesn't mean
wait,
anything.
wait.
Has no validity on my football. If you're gonna try and anchor your football takes to your team being
Oh,
successful,
wait, Jay, let him finish.
this ain't gonna go well for you, bro. This ain't gonna go well for you. I'm not that guy, bro. Go on, I'll let you go.
Yeah. Time out, Jay. I know you're well articulate and you have certain rebuttals to my thing, but pause a minute. Okay, so I'm putting Tottenham out of the way just for now by on the patterns of not winning anything. Yeah, but I'm just but we can come back to that after a while. But Hook said, "Oh, while City and Arsenal, the rest of the other teams around that should be worried about Chelsea."
Yeah.
First and foremost, this is a Hooks guy that Arteta's been at your club for how long now, and you still haven't won anything major. It's
Wait. You see how Liverpool
Let him
fans
finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Man said just sit there in silence while he cooks your clubs.
Man said he's here to crush out, bro. He just here to crush out.
So we don't have the capacity.
Let him finish.
Just here to crush, man.
Run the same lyric. Run the same lyric that gets run every
in my head, yeah. And I was like thinking, all right, so you haven't won anything sort of major for the last couple of years. And City, I'm not putting that.
Wait, a few years. Let's get that.
Yeah, because I have too much respect for City to be like, oh no, City's not sure. Like City. And in Chelsea, you've been spending money, but you haven't done anything. What Potter? You had the whole Pochettino. Your track record doesn't look sort of great, especially adding money into that kind of thing. And you can say the same thing about Liverpool. I'm criticizing Liverpool in a sense where they said that when a new manager comes in, we're going to spend money. That hasn't happened. The contract situation with Trent, Salah, and so forth. So we have our own problems as well, like most clubs does, yeah. But you're talking about Chelsea, but I'm looking at coaches. So that's the new telling thing. So I'm looking at Arteta's been at his club and he's not able to implement. Well, he's able to implement style of play, but it hasn't worked into winning a league or a Champions League. And I'm thinking Chelsea, you've put money into things, but you still haven't won anything major because at the end of the day, it's all about winning trophies, right? Man United, same thing. Casemiro is drowning. No one asks to get Casemiro. Eric Ten Hag, who's been at his club for 3 years as well, but still not able to implement a style of play to win something sort of major. Yes, you've got your Carabao Cups. Yes, you've got your your FA Cup. But at the same time, you have to win leagues or Champions League to show this is what you're about it. So you trying to be disingenuous by saying, "Oh, we should be watching around." You should be watching around as well, because my friend, if you're talking about your City and Arsenal, part of City and Arsenal, you have not won anything for years. So the audacity to kind of like say, "Oh, but Liverpool," even though Jurgen Klopp left, and yes, we kind of went downhill, and it's an uncomfortable conversation, Liverpool fans, but we still won a Prem, we still won Champions League. Even Pochettino, and even Ahmed,
in words of months, fucking.
Even Chelsea, when the die comes in,
long time ago, G, dust it off.
Yes, you're the FA Cup winners. We know that. Yes, you've got a talented squad. Arsenal has. But you have not won anything in years. And you try to group yourself with City. Even me, the mighty Liverpool, I do not group myself with City. So the audacity for an Arsenal fan to try to say, yeah, me and City, you're not on the same table as City. Even as a Liverpool fan, I am not on that table myself. For you to talk your track. And that's why, Jay, when you try to pipe up first.
I see why you wanted me to get out. I see why you wanted me to get out of the way now. No, I get. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me, man. It's all good.
Quick one. Let me plug. Let me plug this. Mr. Link. I have no. Mr. Link, you're my guy. You know, anytime you want it, you could just chat to me on. I'll send you my number anyways. Yeah, but I don't understand this. Who has the most XG for and least XG against? I don't understand what you're talking about.
It's Liverpool. It's a Liverpool thing. Basically, I think they've created the most chances and they've conceded the least amount of chances so far in their games. I think that's.
Is that the one? I think Jay just articulated that enough.
Yeah, in a more simple way. That's basically what that means.
Okay, by the way, Man United have the most big missed chances in the league at the moment.
What was the score again in your first game?
Have you seen that stat about Eric Ten Hag? Eric Ten Hag has conceded 6 90-minute goals. Yeah, and since
that is crazy, by the way.
That's mad, man. That's just
have you seen?
I don't care.
Have you seen the stat about Liverpool only winning 1 Premier League in 35 years? Yeah, safe. By the way, never chat to me ever again.
I'm crying.
Ever again
Don't shoot me,
about how
please,
never chat to me ever again.
Let me
Ever
plug. Let me plug. Let me plug. Let me plug.
Wow.
By the way, look, 800 people in here. We are on 224 likes. Just a quick reminder.
That's
Look,
cheeky.
likes really help any show. Any time you go on somebody's show, whether it's Rant, Saeed, The Ops, Football Terrace, Hawks' shows, or Ahmed shows down in the bottom at the bridge, you always should like the video because it just helps tremendously. It goes to new subscribers. As you can see, big up to everyone that has hit us for 25k, but that 50k is dependent on you guys who do like the video. So smash those likes and we appreciate you at Never a Foul, even though we probably don't say it enough. Another from Mr. Thing says, let me get them European stats, Hawks.
we won Cup Winners' Cup in it. Safe.
Shameless.
Bro.
Yeah,
I
Tottenham
was alive. I was
Tottenham,
alive in it.
Tottenham got a bigger trophy.
Yeah, I was
than
there 2005, B.
Yeah, no, that's
Tottenham's actually won in Europe. That's the maddest part.
look, Arsenal have.
That's the maddest part.
We have a couple.
You went to Forest, that's the Champions League.
Because you man,
Anyways.
The Champions League. Aston Villa put a Champions League there to remind you we've got a Champions League. To remind you.
Yeah.
All right.
But you, by what you said,
the European one always kills them. The European one kills them, bro. The European one kills them, man.
I'm not killed in it because, by the way, I'm happy in it. But with the rebuttal that you had, showed that you didn't understand the point. Now let's be real now. In the last 2 seasons, when Arsenal have actually challenged for the Premier League, you finished 5th, Quay. And then last season, you was challenging, but somehow finished 3rd, like 10 points behind Arsenal. This is what I mean.
Did they not? They won a trophy in one of those 2 seasons, though.
Relax. It's nice that they won a trophy when I'm talking about the Premier League.
You can't do that.
Let's focus. Let's concentrate. Because the point I made was about the Premier League.
No, but you can't. Neither of you won the Premier League.
Let's
If
concentrate.
neither of you won the Premier League and they won a trophy, why wouldn't they be happier?
When I'm talking about Liverpool, Manchester United, and Tottenham need to be concerned about Chelsea in the Premier League, I give 2 shits about the Carabao Cup you won because I'm talking about the Premier League. What does you win in the Carabao Cup have to do with the point that I made about
shouldn't you be as worried? Shouldn't you be as worried because you took 6 points off that team last season? So shouldn't you be also looking at that team that you took 6 points from last season, who improved and maybe might take some of those points back?
Wait, we didn't take.
You're saying we should. Why do you not classify yourself as a side that should be worried about this team?
Okay, let's be real.
Have to play twice. Cool.
If you don't agree, that's fine, innit? But I'm
not agreeing. I'm just asking specifically why are you above concern? You took 6 points.
We're not in the same.
If this team is improved,
battle as you, man.
Wouldn't that team and those 6 points affect
I'm not in the same battle
challenge?
as you,
It sounds
man.
like you should pay attention to this team just as much as the rest of us.
Okay. I think Chelsea are finishing 3rd. Do you think Chelsea are going to finish 1st or 2nd?
Me, I don't think Chelsea are going to finish 1st or 2nd. No.
And they're not in the conversation with me because my club is only finishing 1st or 2nd.
Right, but if they finish 3rd,
well, they could be a reality. You can finish 3rd though.
If they finish 3rd, 2 points behind you because you beat them in a home game, would you not then say directly, "Hey, you should have been concerned about them"? Because you only finished above them because you beat them in the head-to-head.
Are you upset, bro?
About what?
I'm asking you, are you upset? Because you're creating this mad hypothetical.
No, bro, I'm just pushing back on your point. Because you're trying to create the narrative that we all need to be worried.
Now with you, man.
Are you so clear of the rest of our teams that you don't need to be worried about good teams?
Anyways, this is gonna go left. Anyways, man. Let's talk about the Aston Villa game where they were 3 points worse off last year, and now they've gone above that. You know, they built on that 3 points extra. Say with Chelsea, they might have lost against City this time around, but they got 3 points extra against Wolves. So on that notice, Arsenal have made an improvement at this moment of time. You know, whether even though a lot of people probably would think that Aston Villa deserved to get a result out of that. Do you not agree, or do you reckon it was just Arsenal were just just much better than them? Just Arsenal being Arsenal.
Arsenal's Arsenal. Arsenal got the job done, innit? Arsenal got the job done. Pretty simple as
Only
that,
Watkins was Arsenal, so that's why he missed. So, and once you do
Yeah.
that, you're good to go. Morgan Rogers, though, he definitely gets a praise. He had Thomas Partey and Declan Rice racketing, eating grass. But listen, at the end of the day, you can't fault what Arsenal do. Arsenal will do this. So Arsenal done really well. They brought on Trossard. I don't know why he doesn't usually start. I don't know why Martinelli, even if he did start, why he did not get subbed off later on. But and I think Trossard should definitely should start. But yeah, it's whether the thing about Arsenal's question is, yes, you can win these type of games, and yes, you can look pretty and nice. Could it end up to being winning a trophy that is major, Champions League or Premier League? That's what I just want to know. Like I've already seen Arsenal win these type of games, but could they actually bring it?
No, you haven't. We lost to them twice last season.
Sorry,
we lost to them home and away last season.
Yeah, but you done, you done well. Like the thing is, like, listen, okay, Hooks, you tell me about the game then. What did you think about the game?
What did I think about the game?
Yeah.
I think it was a statement victory, to be honest. Like,
Okay.
I think for large parts of the game, we were the better team. I feel that the only real chances that they had, one of them was like the flukiest deflection off the crossbar, and it fell to Watkins, and it was an amazing save from Raya. And then obviously the Gabriel Bozo moment that led to Watkins completely missing an open goal. But outside of that, they didn't really threat our goal, didn't really have a goal threat. I think defensively we were sound. And yeah, I feel that we just took our chances, and I feel it was a mature performance. I feel it was a mature away performance. And I feel like these are the type of performances that you need to have when you go away to the likes of Villa Park. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's what we do. We learn from our mistakes. Last season, we lost at their ground. And then obviously Arteta's gone, okay, cool, built a plan, and then we come back and then we beat them 2-0. But no one's ever going to be happy, because when we lost to them, Arsenal played sick. Arsenal played sick. Yeah, but we lost. But then when we win, Arsenal, man, Morgan Rogers bodied their midfield, which he didn't, but Morgan Rogers bodied their midfield. Arsenal.
What do you mean? No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Come on, bro.
You can't be honest.
It's still a bit streaky.
Relax. Hold up. Slow down. Wait a minute. Yeah, because I weren't done.
Okay, cool.
So I've just come to the realization, that I care zero for what rivals say. Because rivals are always going to find a way to not give Arsenal their flowers. Because when I see Arsenal put in a good performance but lose,
did I not just give his praise for Arsenal?
We just gave this guy his flowers, and apparently
people say, but you lost. But then when we don't put in a good performance and we win, people go, but you didn't perform well.
But can we not provide constructive criticism? Can we not provide constructive criticism?
Do you know what the problem is? That Hooks is like you don't even, Arsenal fans, a lot of Arsenal fans don't even give rival fans the opportunity, to say, well played, unlucky. You immediately go to, we were robbed, the referee was a disgrace, X and Y happened. We don't even have a chance to say, you know what, you played well, it didn't go for you in this game. This game, not hugely different to the previous time you lost to Villa, but this time you took your chances and they missed theirs. The game state wasn't materially hugely different. I'm not going to hear you turn around and say, "Oh my God!" No, you played well. You played a good game against a good side, and if Watkins was on it, if Raya was a little bit worse, you might lose this game. Doesn't matter though, because you won the game. It's a great win. No one's saying it's not, but then you then also need to respect, like, Rodgers was dog walking your midfield.
No. I said he had a good game. I said he had a good game. Even in the preview that I did, I said he's one of the players that Arsenal need to watch out for because of I know how good Morgan Rogers is in it. But what people are doing, is they're seeing a few moments in the game where on the half turn he made Rice and Partey look a bit mad, and then they go in, oh my God, he had the most world-beating masterclass ever. Because when Arsenal players get embarrassed, people are there. Oh yeah, man, yeah. This is what they do.
We don't need to see that. Firstly,
secondly,
also, you know what it is, Hooks. Yeah, listen, bro, you shouldn't need to care about that. At the end of the day, bro, if we're here, we're going to be providing you, like, we should be providing you constructive criticism. At the end of the day, so that's all we're going to be doing. And we're still on season 2 of unlocking Martinelli. So is that
season three? Season 1 was the bang.
No,
season 1 was like Prison Break. Season 1, season 1 was amazing. Yeah, like we're in season 3 now, and we don't know where the fuck this show's going.
Well, they're still running away.
Martinelli was dead, bro. Like I can't.
He was
like, do you know what? Yeah, after his injury, I feel like all of the things that Arsenal fans thought was amazing about Martinelli, they no longer exist. So me personally, I don't know about the rest of the fan base, but me personally, I think that we may just have to accept that he's a guy that comes off the bench. We need to upgrade in that left wing area. And the reason why I say upgrade, don't get me wrong, Trossard is amazing, but Trossard when he starts, it's a bit hit and miss,
super sub.
Yeah. So he's kind of molded himself in. I know he's annoyed about it, but it's his own fault because every time he comes off the bench, he does a mad thing, innit? So we need someone who's above both of them on the left wing, innit? So whether we go and get that person is a different story, but yeah, I can't fight Martinelli's case anymore, man, because it's so frustrating to watch now, especially when you know how good he was prior to the injury. So it just is what it is, man. It happens.
The question I started was where does that take you? Because we've seen this before. We're 3 seasons deep in with Arsenal, seeing how Arteta has improved the squad, got rid of some deadwood, has implemented a style of play, which is nice to see. And I would still say that Arteta has a valuable point of improving the likes of Saka as well. I say that, for example, that Saka, him scoring with his weaker foot as well, his overall play as well is good as well. So, but we've already seen this. Where does the point where do you have to think to yourself, bro, we need to win actually something major here?
Bro, we needed to win something major last year. We needed to win something major the year before. We have needed to win something major for about 20 years, bro. This discourse is getting boring now, bro. I cannot control whether Arsenal win a major trophy or not. All I can do is at the beginning of every season say what I expect, but I have absolutely zero control over we do that or not.
Okay,
so I don't understand why I keep on getting asked the question, bro.
But as a fan, over a point of time, you start thinking to yourself, okay, yes, you can say 20 years. And with Arteta being backed, you can say that Arteta's being backed with this style of play as well. You should be, and especially going so close to City, you should be thinking, bro, when would this title come? I hear you. It's not in your control.
Wait. What's the question? Quick one. What's the question?
So you look at Arteta, right? So where do you look at him with Arteta? Do you think we should stick with Arteta, or is there a manager out there that you would think that if we probably get him, maybe there was a potential?
That's the better question. See, now that I can have a conversation about. So if Arteta
before you answer that question, can we just quick, because I've seen in the comments a little bit, Saliba, big, as in just people want to see where we can praise Arsenal, and I think we can all be universally on the same page.
I think we can all
universally on the same page say Saliba is
the best centre back in the world.
Listen, you said that, not me. I mean, I'm not gonna fight you over it.
Who's the best centre back? Don't say rude.
Those words aren't coming out of my mouth. I won't fight you about it.
I'm trying to say something before Jake. I hear what you're saying, Jake. You're right. Yeah, Saliba is cold. He's not the best in the world. But
why is he not the best in the world?
Okay. Who is better than him? Who is better than him? And
Van Dijk still has.
Van Dijk.
He's not better than him.
The one thing I'm noticing now is Saliba is starting to get less. You know when your aura builds up as a defender and players don't really want it with you. Yeah. I can see week by week Saliba's aura is growing, and defenders.
He had a great season, bro. That man was a one-man defense, bro.
Oh, what?
I'm saying
he had the one-man defense season for Real Madrid, bro. No CBs were there for him, bro. No Militao at times. No Nacho was playing some random unknowns.
Even when Tchouameni went back there as well, you still held it down, bro.
He held it down.
You still got Van Dijk. Still got the passing on Saliba a little bit. He's still got a couple more.
Probably better than him in the air. Yeah.
Yes, Van Dijk's better than Saliba in the air. But Saliba's faster. And
Saliba's faster. I would say he's more. I think he's stronger than Van Dijk.
I'd still give Van Dijk it just over Saliba.
Or maybe the same. I don't know.
Breaking it down, I'm still.
Let's put it this way. This is a better question. Quickly, yeah. If you had to select out on your team, who would you rather bring in, Saliba or Van Dijk? Most man are saying Saliba.
No, but they're saying Saliba because he's younger and you're gonna have him for more years.
Oh,
or are you saying
exactly.
right?
Nah,
Are you saying right now for say it's one season? You're only gonna get either of them for one season. Who would you rather have?
Right. No, I'm saying if you just have to pick a team, you're picking Saliba, isn't it? It's easy as that. He's
I don't know.
he's got the age.
I
on him
would
now, man.
personally be
I think
picking
Saliba.
VVD because I need leadership in my defense. So
Yeah, I don't need.
Van
I need.
Dijk is still
Van
flames.
Dijk's still, he's still good. Of course he is.
He's not
But
fallen off
Saliba,
to
bro.
and you've got to remember Van Dijk had an ACL to come back to this level too is insane. Do you know what I mean? So just that even makes you think what was his level before his ACL? Like
Yeah, well, it
other
happened.
world-
That's 3 years ago now. Like, get over it.
That's what I mean, man.
He
Why are
has.
football?
That's
Bro,
why
why-
he has
we're
got
not
over it. That's why
We're not in the Marvel
for.
universe. Why do football fans love to do this? You're not Doctor Strange, bro. We can only talk about the reality that we're in.
Yeah, and
the reality you're in is that you need to win a trophy.
Bro,
come on, man. Like you can't like.
So back,
I like it. I like
yeah,
it.
yeah, cool. So back to Brother Man's question,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
So that's a question that we can do. So if Arsenal doesn't win any major, not even a trophy, any major this season, then for me, Arteta's got to go.
Okay.
And I'll stand on that
Wow.
because when I look at this squad,
Could you just classify what's major? What's a major trophy? Just to be clear.
but when I say major, I'm referring to either the even though I consider
No, I go. What's it?
even
About
though
to FA Cup.
I don't say it because I don't want to say it, but I want to hear him say it.
relax. Hold up, wait a minute. Even though me personally, growing up in England, watching English football from my barn, I consider the FA Cup a major trophy.
No, I know, but you weren't going down. You weren't going down there with this flag. So major to you, sir.
Let him land. I agree.
I appreciate that
I like that.
wholesale. The new age fans don't consider it a major in it. The Gen Z them, all of them man there, don't consider it an FA Cup. So when I say major, I'm referring to Premier League and Champions League.
So you're saying, just to be clear, if Arteta does not win the Premier League or Champions League this season, you want him out?
Yeah, I want him gone. Yeah.
Woo! That's a statement.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Clip that. Somebody clip that. Oh, that's a statement.
But the thing is, do you know why? It's because if we don't do it this season, then I don't know what more is there.
No, because the thing is, the context of how it might not. To me, you have to factor in the context of how it might not happen. What if you get 99 points and City get 100? What if you get a man sent off in the Champions League final?
Hey man, listen, man.
Yeah? Well, it doesn't matter to you.
Arteta
needs to lose his job. That's my point.
I hear you, bro. I did the context last season, innit? So last season,
you're saying no matter what.
Last season I did the context.
Okay,
finished
cool.
2 points behind Man City. So in my eyes,
so at that point, you'd be willing to throw the baby out with the bathwater and start again with a brand new coach.
Yeah. I would be willing to. Me personally, I would be willing to.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
However, if Arsenal, the football club, decides not to sack him or he decides not to leave, I will continue to support him because he manages my club. But I'm just saying, from my opinion, it will be time for him to go.
Sorry, bro. You basically said if Arteta doesn't bring home the Premier or Champions League, no matter the circumstance, he should go.
Yeah,
I hear it. It's big chest. I think it's a lot to say.
But you have to answer this question, guys. Yeah, and I'm gonna say this. Let's say it like this. It's been what now? It's gonna be now 5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You know, been back.
So I don't get it.
At some point, but bro.
No. You know what it is?
There has to be a red line. There's a red line.
You know what I don't get understand yet? I got corrected.
There has to be a red line.
Does so people don't count the other half. So that other half, then don't count the FA Cup either. Because when I said this is technically his 6th season, we're like, no, this is 5th. I'm like, well, what did the other half didn't count then? So I don't understand. So can someone clarify?
I said 5th. That's why I said 5th. That's why I said 4.5.
So the FA Cup is not his then. Cool.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it is because on record it's actually his. But
it's 6th, but yeah, 6.
Do whatever.
6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I don't understand.
It's 4 p.m. won something. So.
No, but if you don't count the other half, then he didn't get the trophy either. So which one is it?
Who's that being addressed to, by the way?
Anyone. I said correct me. I said I don't understand.
Understand what?
Because did he not take over in a season of 19 to 20? We are now of the season of 24 to 25.
Which is 5.
So we had a half season. So we joined in 2020 January, but there's still half that season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that half season, that's the half season he won the FA Cup.
So this is going to be his 5th full season, but he also has that half. So technically, if you add them seasons together, that means it's his 6th season, technically.
Yeah, no. That's some liberal maths at the end.
Yeah.
but I think at the end of
we
the
all
season,
got told to round it up.
That's some nice rounding up, Kaz. I personally I appreciated it.
Anyways, but yeah, man, look. Let me run these supers quick. Mr. Link says, when Zinchenko made Trent Alexander-Arnold look like Maicon 2-2. What? I don't remember that.
What's going on about this? It's criminal.
Burkowski says, wasn't Ollie an Arsenal fan last season as well? Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, he's an Arsenal fan. We know that already, so that's why he missed the chance, isn't it?
Bermuda says Chelsea leaves their backside open, no defense. That's true.
Bugman.
It's lack of concentration.
Yeah, Taron or Tarun, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry, my guy. He says, who would you bring in place of Arteta?
Me personally, I'd either bring in. I assume you mean someone that's realistic, right? I'd bring in Xabi Alonso. What? You want me to, or the
you know what you said? It reminds me of that meme where they say a toothpick changes everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is? You sack Arteta for Xabi Alonso. Okay.
No. But he asked me who I would bring in.
But you said realistically. You said at the end. You said realistically.
That's realistic. What?
That's
not realistic because, like, look, Antoine is leaving the season.
Because you said
that's not even realistic.
That's not even realistic. That's
Xavi's going around Madrid next season, bro. We know this, bro.
Wait, is that confirmed?
Pretty much, I would say, because we know that Antoine's leaving the season. Antoine's leaving the end of the season.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway.
You're getting Cesc Fabregas probably.
What United, wait, what was saying?
No. Cesc is a pure Charles, man. That's pure Charles.
Or a Thiago Motta. I would have said probably a Thiago Motta.
Thiago Motta.
But how
Thiago Motta? We need to see Thiago Motta to prove himself against Juve.
I don't understand. So you're gonna get rid of someone that hasn't won a major for a guy that hasn't won a major?
Yeah, that
would be crazy. That would be crazy. You know what I mean? Big up Thiago Motta, but he ain't won anything yet.
To be honest, in world football, it all stinks, bro.
But you have to do so much. Xabi Alonso didn't win anything. He went to Bayern Leverkusen and won.
So he might be Inzaghi. Maybe Inzaghi.
Inzaghi, hey, that's another one.
Inzaghi's a good option. See, so look, there's options. There are people that can replace.
What about Ancelotti?
Can I just, before he answers that, let me give you, bro, like, Arteta, jokes aside, aside from trophies, has done a very good job.
Amazing job.
Of building your club up to this level, and making it, what's it like, field tilt FC, set piece FC, no chances conceded FC.
Field tilt FC, my God, man.
Like, and for me, I don't understand if you get very close to winning something, why you think then taking away the person that got you so close and then moving somebody else in is going to make you any closer to winning something.
You're not saying Brendan Rodgers.
No, but do you know what it is?
That's what I'm saying. He's giving me Brendan Rodgers vibes, bro. I'll be honest.
You can view it from that angle, and I completely understand it. But you can also view it from the other angle of you keep getting close, but you don't get over the line.
So basically, Poch.
Then maybe bring in someone who. I'm not even saying that the next person that comes in guarantees that we win a trophy, but at some point you got to try something different, right?
Are you not trying to reduce the risk profile? So if you want to bring the manager in over Arteta, your remit has got to be you must win. So then I would be like, okay, what manager can you bring in that guarantees that you win?
There is no one.
Do you know my issue? Wait. Do you know?
Dare I say, you're going to
managers
Can I just say? I feel
saying about what managers would you
actually
want?
do you know what I would say?
You know what I would say?
Has anyone ever thought of Luis Enrique? You jump ship.
No, I don't think so. He's got a good project at PSG now. But what I would say is
I'm not being funny, but Arsenal is the Premier League. Like, fuck, who cares about Ligue 1?
Bro,
it's going to get dominated.
His team is cooking.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna lie. Anyways,
Well, you know
bro.
what I would say. You know what I would say, yeah, is that listen. Do you not think, yeah, Arsenal, yeah, if they're not careful, they could run into the Tottenham scenario where they said, oh yeah, we were nearly there consistently. They eventually get rid of a Poch. They bring in like a ready-made manager that's got to get them to win, and then we saw what happened after that. So that could also be the case, isn't it? So be careful, I would say.
Yeah. Anyways, let me run this as well. If you haven't done so yet, guys, just check your like button. Just a quick reminder. It's totally free, by the way, and you can check the guys' channels in the description. And at the end, I'm gonna put the name tags up. So I know some of you are lazy, you can't be asked. But if you want to see who you like on the panel, you're like, oh, look, let me check that channel out. Then you'll see it. Actually, you know what? Let me just do it now. There you go. But after this super chat, it says, what if Pep leaves? Would you still sack Arteta? Ooh, good variable. I like that one. Would you still sack Arteta if Pep left? Hooks? Question for you.
Yeah, but do you know what? Yeah. So a lot of people in the chat are saying
that's a good question, though. That's a very good question.
A lot of people in the chat are saying that I got hooked into this one, yeah. But I actually believed this before even the season.
Yeah, it was you prompted the point.
Like,
I didn't. Yeah,
like this is like for me, this is his last dance, like his final dance. He has to do something.
Man, giving him the NBA treatment as well. What's going on, man?
The language you're using is crazy. I can't lie. His
has
last dance, you know.
Yeah, he has to, bro. Like, I can't keep on being the bridesmaid, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not Liverpool. I can't be satisfied.
Whoa.
Man's
great.
I can't do it, bro.
This is why I get annoyed about Arsenal. Audacity for you to say that because you're happy to have that one Premier League. Don't try and cap as well. So yes, unfortunately, it's not the
yeah.
Anyway, all right, cool. Finished. Finito. And moving on. Moving on, anyways, someone that some Man United fans want sacked right now, Ten Hag, who obviously, whether it's his fault, players' fault, or both of their fault, lost against Brighton. 2-0.
Listen, bro, what are you saying about Sterling, bro? What are you saying about Sterling? That's the real question, bro.
Bring me Sterling. I know
what?
Yeah, bro. I don't, you know what it is? You know what it is, yeah?
Rashford's got these man hungry, bro. Rashford's got these man hungry. Rashford's got these man hungry, bro.
For me,
like you want Sterling and Rashford at the same club.
Wallahi, but listen. Hey, bro. Hey, if they want that, man, we can make that happen, baby. We can make that happen, man. Let's make that happen.
I mean, I don't mind. I'd rather well, I don't mind. You have to give me money though.
Would you take Chilwell or money?
No, we already said we don't want Chilwell. I keep telling this to people. It's even just come out today. There's no way. Man United don't want Chilwell. It's just easy as that. They say, we're good, thanks. So yeah.
I see that. But like, what's the money differential between? Is it a straight swap? You think in Sterling Sancho, or they give
hell no.
I think what's going to happen probably is that Chelsea probably will have to pay off some of Sterling's wages because that's what's apparently going to have to happen. Like
their wages are similar though, aren't they?
Yeah, but Sterling apparently wants us to give him money for his wages so that he can cut the wages down for Man United. So
that's
like I said, if that's going to be the case, we already know what's happening with Man United and some of their contracts. But I'm taking Sterling and money.
Would you actually like? Where would you play Sterling?
What do you know? What is you know what is with me? Yeah.
What do you want Sterling
the thing
for?
is, I like Sancho's
ability.
I like Sancho's.
What do you want Sterling for?
Because you know what? I think we lack someone who can be a little bit more direct against some of the players, and I just think he's at a club where he just hasn't thrived at. And you know what is what I like about you know what? At this moment of time,
and you're losing against Brighton. I'm not having it for you guys this time,
bro.
Because you try to say you got Rashford and Ahmad and Diallo. Yeah, Ahmad is a talent still, but you're Rashford. That's your homeboy, academy player, but he can't go past Brighton players. You had 36-year-old Milner bossing your midfield. So you're telling me about Sterling can come to my team.
So I got asked a question, and you got mad excited.
I got excited because your team is dusty, and once
again you're getting excited. I got asked a question. You know what? You're the United rep. You're the United rep. Go on. So you get asked. Ask Waltz the questions. He's the Man United fan.
Okay, I can happily speak because we already know Kaz, and you know it. But you want to tell us if Sterling can come to our team, he might give us some sort of impact. I would take Sterling. I move, man. To Sterling for what? You can't even have Casemiro to try ball out. Kobe Mainoo's sinking in 75th minute. Poor lad, talent, of course he is. But your manager can't even win, get a dub at 2-1, even a draw. He could have been leave by saying, you know what, I don't want to lose the game, but let me just take the draw. Man says, João Pedro. Man say bossing up Casemiro. You know what's picking up the ball from Lewis Dunk, you know?
What? Do you know what? This is how I know when some people actually watch games and they don't watch games. The thing is, Casemiro didn't get dunked on because Casemiro wasn't even there. So
No,
and last time wait. All right. Are you done with your antics?
No, I'm not done. Oh, I'm not done. Sorry.
Here's some more,
Piece them out. I was like Bruno Fernandes. So you bought a striker. Man said Zertsky scored against Fulham. All right, yeah, cool. I've seen Bruno Fernandes a false 9. I see him trying to do Trent Villas 3 times. I said this guy is, and how much is he on Mandem? He's on 300 bags. Bruno Fernandes, yeah, this guy, yeah, who's dusty at their club is on 300 bags. The last on 300 bags is that your Kevin De Bruyne's, your Mo Salah's, and you think that Bruno Fernandes on those sort of type of levels. Even though I do think,
I'm not, you know what? Yeah, let me interject.
I
think one sec. I think you know what it is, yeah, folks. You know what you do? You're kind of petty because you need to just. You're not really a club that can really pocket watch and talk about man's finances and everything like that when you're struggling to keep 4 of your best players at your club. And let me continue. Yeah, when I got asked a question about Sterling and not about the match as of yet, you tried to dive into it, Wilkes. The thing is, your club is struggling to finance anything to the point your strategy is a goalkeeper. So on that note, I would hush your gums. So, anyways. When I said I'll take Sterling, why I wouldn't mind taking Sterling is because I don't mind another outlet who can actually keep the ball. In some cases, I know he can be wasteful with it, but most wingers are quite wasteful with it. I just feel like Sterling right now, one thing I know that would probably, in my opinion, would be good for him is just getting back out of London and actually, trying to refocus on his career. You've had your money. You're willing to take a pay cut. Bro, you're focused, in my opinion. So I would take Sterling because Sancho is not valued at Manchester United. And unfortunately, what's the point of keeping someone around if you're not going to play him? Even though I would, and I would want to see him play, I don't have an issue with it. As long as I get money and with Sterling, that's going to take a pay cut. I don't mind. Wait, one sec. Is that okay for me to say? Am I allowed to say that? Because I actually like Sterling. Unlike Chelsea fans who watch it week in, week out, don't like Sterling.
You know what my issue with Sterling is? You know what my issue with Sterling is? I just don't think, especially when he was at Chelsea, when he gets into his 1v1 opportunities, bro, he's so erratic, bro. You don't even know if he's gonna pass the man or if he's gonna go in for a hug with the other player, bro. That's the issue with Sterling, bro. Literally, bro. And then even his final decision making once he gets past the guy. Poor.
I wouldn't even. You know what? I can even see a deal where both clubs don't have no obligation. It's literally, all right, you loan Sancho, we loan Sterling.
A dry loan. But my thing about Sterling quickly is one, I'm a big Garnacho fan. I like
him on the right. I like him on the right though.
I like him on the left, and I think for me personally, you have 2 left wingers in Garnacho and Rashford. I feel Sterling is better off the left. So bringing Sterling in to play off the right, you've got Ahmad. Who's and obviously he can play off the right. If Sterling comes in and he's going to exclusively be used off the right,
he can play both. I think he could do both.
I know, but the thing is, to me, obviously you like Garnacho off the right, but I'm saying I like Garnacho off the left. Also, secondly, and this is a little bit more focused with Sterling. When I look across his career, he had the best time at City under Pep, right? Had a good time at Liverpool early on in his career. Wasn't great under Pellegrini. Gone Chelsea. Didn't really work under Tuchel. He started all right, but didn't really work. Potter didn't really work. Maresca doesn't fancy him. Poch, up and down. So you basically had the best manager in the world of all time who was able to get a good tune out of him for a number of years, and he performed to a very high level. Around that,
give him a number 9.
Around that, it's not. He's obviously a good player. He's obviously a good player.
I'll take City fans' opinion. Give him a number 9. He ain't be given a number 9.
But do you not think that City was in a system, bro? United,
but I think the thing is, a lot of people say what system, but there is clearly a system at United. It's just that is the system working? Not yet, as of now. I reckon it did work against Brighton to a degree because Man United had much opportunity to go and batter them. So that's why I look at it thinking maybe we do need a little bit extra. And unfortunately, we're in a situation where Sancho's not wanted, and I don't mind Sterling. I just don't mind it. And you know what? Go get me maybe a sign out to that. I don't know. But the thing is, if I look at it towards that Brighton game, at times, sometimes you just need a player that could be a little bit more direct to create some sort of opportunity, which Rashford didn't provide, unfortunately. Huh? No, but yeah, but I know.
Are you becoming a bit like a rehabilitation place, though?
Not really. Not really.
The thing is,
players in. The thing is,
Save a home, man.
off
Captain save a home, man. That's what they're on, man.
average
That's what they're on,
or
bro.
not great seasons, and it's like I'm
Yeah.
not saying the
it's
bad
not
players.
all. It's not all the time about
Yeah.
Captain Savo and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I just feel like right now, if Sterling wants to take a pay cut and wants to come to United, and he's got something to prove, and he wants to do something, then I'm not going to question that. It's always the same kind of questions around Sterling, but at the same time, bro, it's a different kind of player that we don't have. Bit of press resistant who can hold up play a bit that we don't really have only in Ahmad. So I'm in that fortress of thinking if the manager wants him and Ineos wants him, I also will want him. It's as simple as that because I believe in this regime and I don't believe it's the same Manchester United you all still think it is because maybe that game could have done with a Sterling in the first half. Actually, when you look at what we was up against, I reckon he could have ripped the shit out of him. But did it happen? No. But you know what? I think Man United was unfortunate to not get a result out of that game. But people look at result and not performances because you lot can't make up your minds. You know, I got told beforehand, and I'll repeat it once again. Would you like to see Manchester United provide a system, but sometimes you might look at yourselves and lose games, or would you rather go into games where you get results, but the performance is actually super ugly, and you're just about winning, getting winners through McTominay, basically rolling the dice?
I think
all
it's
the
season.
time.
I think
Your
it's season.
manager still put him on. Your manager still played him.
But in
Yeah,
season
well,
three,
he's
in season
gone now.
three, you just want results
You
now.
always do.
Yeah.
But it didn't work this time.
Yeah,
I
but the
feel
thing
like
is,
that's what you
but
wanted,
the
man.
thing is, in my eyes, there was performance there because last time I checked, Brighton couldn't even tally ho anything together. They got moments in bozo moments from
But if we're
Maguire,
being
and
honest,
at the
though,
end.
but if
But
we're
they
being honest, though,
still
guys,
won.
they didn't even play their best midfield. They didn't even play their best midfield.
Yeah, but they weren't even good. But the thing is, that was down to us.
That's
to
the
kill
whole
off the game.
point.
That's
Yeah,
the
but
point.
That's the whole point. They weren't that
If
good.
you look at big, all right, cool. If I'm viewing it, I'm looking at Man United missed a few big chances that game. Actually, know what? So did they. We cleared it off the line, and one of them hit the bar from corners.
Yes.
From a corner, we got issues to work on defensively when it comes to stuff like that, corners, etc., etc. But I'm looking at it along the lines of Man United plenty ample opportunity in the first half to kill off that game, whether Rashford wants to keep onside, or Ahmad wants to put that ball in the back of the net, or Maguire just didn't want to be a bozo and actually attack the area like De Ligt done when he first came on the pitch. The thing is, I know De Ligt's going to start next game. I know Xerxes has built up minutes to start next game now. So I'm hoping, I'm in belief that I will see a different kind of Manchester United against Liverpool because Liverpool fans are gassed at the moment. I don't think they're going to win at Old Trafford. They rarely do, to be honest, over the years. They have battered us at some cases, yes, I understand that. But they're about to get a reality check. And that's fine.
Yes, but the fact that and that's absolutely fine. But you played a Brighton team that weren't that good. You were playing a Brighton team that Lewis Dunk, you was pressing Lewis Dunk like crazy. They were trying to play from the back, and you were still pressing them. But you couldn't score and bury these type of teams. I'm not saying I'm not saying that Man United should have the best system in sort of place. You can say that, but we're talking about a manager that's been there for 3 years. You're talking about a manager that still won 2 trophies within the season. This is a team that you try to tell me, Kaz, that was there to try to implement a style of play. So when you haven't Mason Mount still looking lost right now, what the hell was happening? Casemiro.
All right. This is so easy to answer, by the way. It's it is easy to answer because at the start of the day, Xerxes has done no minutes since about late April. By the way, he's had no minutes. The thing is, you can start players, but then we'll get injuries if we start players that are not fit, that ain't had no preseason. So you start your fit players. To be fair, I was saying we should have started De Ligt. I think he was definitely fit enough as a centre back. You don't need a mad amount of fitness to start above Maguire. I think that was a mistake from Ten Hag, but he persisted with it. He rewarded Maguire with a good performance against Fulham. So yes, but yeah, Billy Gilmour was this gimmick that Billy Gilmour was anything remotely decent. I don't understand it. He had an okay game. He had a solid game. I think a good 6.5 out of 10, 7. He wasn't amazing.
And that beat Man United.
But at the same time, if you go look at the stats that were recoveries and stuff like that, Manu wasn't drowning. Manu was actually in that game. He gave away the ball, I remember once when he done a crappy turn, but he recovered. Man United's recovery is night and day at this moment of time as well. Anyways, he persisted with the fit players that he started at Fulham because he didn't have players that were fit enough to play the game. That's how if anyone's watched football since the dawn of time, since you've been a sperm or old enough to flip and view it, at the start of seasons, you don't play your players just based because they're good. You got a pre-season and who's fit and whoever returns.
During that pre-season, you couldn't beat Brighton then. So, Bruno Fernandes did play pre-season. Okay, the likes of Sancho.
Wait, hold on. In moments, we lost to moments, not to a performance from Brighton that absolutely dicked us down. We lost in moments. And you know what? That happens. And you know what?
The manager is 31 years old. He just inherited this Brighton team. The manager is the youngest manager, and he just came into a Brighton team. This team,
So what? So did De
I'm gonna
be.
dunk on these seagulls.
Oh, bro.
I'm able to play my.
Did you
system
dunk on them
play.
last year?
Huh?
Did you dunk on them last year at their gaff?
Yes.
No, you no, no,
They
you
might
didn't.
have
You
done.
said,
They
no,
might
wait,
they
no,
might have
no,
done.
they
They
didn't. No,
might
they
have
didn't.
done, you
I
know.
thought they
No,
did.
They're trying to
No,
catch me
they
out.
didn't. No, they didn't. No, they
Let me
didn't.
check.
Because I remember that game like it was yesterday. Yeah, it was. If I'm correct, it was roughly around this time of the winter, and it was 2-2. Yeah, and you lot were gasping for air, and you just about had moments. You got dominated. I remember that game like it was yesterday. So the whole point is, not many teams go to Brighton and have a good result. It don't matter. The thing is, I don't even want to downplay it because I thought that Brighton team was there for the
Yeah,
taking.
they drew 2-2.
Exactly. And I remember you just about scraped through that.
The Dingra scoring that
Bro,
game.
I think Brighton.
Yeah,
I think they went 2-1 down. I think they went 2-1 down as it goes, Brian.
Yeah,
in
he
that
did.
game. And we was like, how the hell was
He
that? And we said, how the hell has that happened? They've been over this team. The thing is, most teams go to Brighton and they're gasping for air. We made a Brighton team suffer. But the thing is, we are our own enemy because we couldn't put the ball back in there. We haven't played with a recognized striker on the pitch as of yet. And you know what? That's probably down to the manager. That's probably down to the players not being fit enough. Whatever excuse you may want to make it, you can put blame on all sorts of stuff. But to say that Man United was shit or no good or you haven't seen a style or you ain't seen nothing is, in my opinion, I don't believe it.
You guys been shit.
We
That's the
weren't.
thing. And how
No,
long
we
are
weren't.
you
We
gonna take that?
weren't shit. We weren't shit against Fulham and we weren't shit against Brighton. We've got the
That's
most
what I'm
weakness.
saying,
By the way,
man.
a stat that people love, by the way, especially Don, yeah, is big chances missed. Man United were nowhere near that list, by the way, last season. But we've already had 6 big chances missed already on
You
total.
might not. But you know what I was saying to that, Kaz?
The thing is, I don't think Man United lack quality even in defending because if you look at the chances, it come from moments. It happens in all games all the time. And even the midfield, you just see the way the defensive lines were. Man United's issue right now, in my opinion, is literally just scoring. And you know what?
Yeah.
Let's wait until we see a striker on the pitch for that.
You know what it is, yeah. I just think, listen, it's all well and good having big chances created, but the problem is, you know, I feel like you have a lack of attacking quality, in my personal opinion. That's what it is.
It probably is the case. That is the case.
So, and like for me personally, that could be a big hindrance for you this season. So,
maybe.
to win
I
games.
hit a transition. Let's not forget
by the way.
if you can hit Man United on a transition. Counter-attack Man United is curtains, bro.
But anyway, everyone gets counter-attacked. I seen Arsenal get counter-attacked. They looked a bit dopey against Aston Villa. I saw Chelsea get counter-attacked against Wolves. They looked a bit dopey as well. You know what? I see Tottenham get counter-attacked by Leicester. Every team. By the way, it's just Man United. This is just one set. Yeah. Every team's weakness is transition. Every team's weakness is pretty much in transition. Look at City last year. In transition, they got killed in moments and they conceded goals by it. It happens. Systems have weaknesses. Transition is how little teams get their goals pretty much against the bigger side. That's the way it works.
And the biggest test in football is how do you nullify those sort of transitions? And
But they were nullified. No, wait, hold on. They were nullified. Let me know the goals Man United conceded in transition, by the way. Let me know from back to front this season. Give me your evidence. Because last time I checked, both of them goals against Brighton weren't transition goals. Actually, you know what? Mazraoui and Delo. Why has no one in this panel bigged up Mazraoui and Delo? Looking up their wingers yet again.
Kaz, listen. I was gonna let you cook then. But the thing is we both know Mazraoui should have stopped the cross for that first goal.
No, Maguire should have.
You know what I mean? Maguire shouldn't have let the ball go across, but once it goes across,
play left back, by the way.
Once it goes across, Mazraoui's got to cut the ball out. You know, so for me, I think Mazraoui did play well. He helps you play. Like for me, the way I'm looking at it is, I think United shouldn't have lost that game at the weekend. They played well enough to not lose. But when you defend when you defend like United defended in those moments, they deserve to lose the match, if that makes sense. Because defending is so bad in those 2 moments, all the good stuff, the unluckiness, it's whatever. And in season 3, how much like grace do you give these kind of performances? Because you're in season 3 now. You got to learn real quick. Like this basically that I didn't see anything in that game that made me think that this will not happen again in another away game against, say, United go to West Ham away, Villa away. These away teams.
I think that's easy mistakes that can get. You know, it's not one of them. I don't think it's down to ability. I just think it's down to just addressing the case a little bit. I think them things are easily nullified. Like, bro, you got. It was a mistake where Man United fell asleep. That's the way I look at it. And you know what? You got punished. And that's what happens in the Prem. It's fine margins. You get punished in moments. If you're not switched on and you get too overly excited, like Casemiro trying to run up for the counter attack, you get punished. You lose. End of. But when I'm hearing Box saying Man United was shit or playing shit, or along them lines, like he's moving like Brighton dominated us when he never. Yeah, it's when I start looking at looking at things like this or hearing it, I'm thinking, are you mad?
Yeah, because
you know what the maddest thing is? If Man United, if we got the penalty, which we should have gotten, in my opinion, or if the Xerxes, the Garnacho thing, and it ended 2-1, the whole conversation gets switched over about how good Man United pretty much look. Oh, I don't know, but a scoreline always changes someone's opinion, no matter what. But I ain't heard no one talk. No, but you know what it is? I'll come on here, yeah. And I ain't heard once talking about performance. Not once. And you know what? You like to be objective against your team, and you like to get defensive against your team. So I'm allowed to. Yeah. No, and no, I've not heard nothing. I've just heard that Man United are getting killed in transition. Last time I checked, Man United against Fulham and my man Brighton actually nullified quite a few transitions. Yes, some spooky moments, but that happens to all teams.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
do you think you're beating Liverpool next week?
This week, 100%.
You're 100%.
1,000,000%.
In pre-season, said to me that he's definitely beating.
Pre-season, whatever. This is at Old Trafford. This is at Old Trafford, G.
Pre-season, you're 100% beating Liverpool on the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He's saying that.
Kaz, that's a lot of.
No, it's not.
Have you seen enough in these first?
He doesn't like credit. All right, cool. All right,
he's got a lot of belief, man, in his team, and he's back in his team.
The thing is, when
but you're back in mediocrity.
No, what you mean? You couldn't even beat our shittest team at Old Trafford last year, and he was on fire.
You're absolutely right, and Kaz,
exactly,
you're absolutely right. And to this day, I will still hold Jurgen for that as well. You're absolutely right.
You got a better manager now, then, yeah.
Huh?
You got better manager now.
Everyone's got so many agendas and frequency biases. They love from trap to trap.
That's my thing. If he said, it's going to be a tough game, or it might be a bit tight, but we might get the win. But he's trying to tell me 100% off.
Yeah, 100%.
We've been seeing for the
I would never say 100%.
Oh no, has conceded.
There is no. By the way, you will never ever find me come onto stream and fucking try put myself down, my team down in a way that suits Welks because he can't get his fucking hairy balls out of his mouth against Liverpool. Never in my life at Old Trafford. At Anfield, I hear it, yeah. But at Old Trafford, I will never ever back down to Liverpool just because they got some dusty results against Brentford. By the way, I will never back down. This is the same.
You had cool shit in my face.
This is the same team. This is the same team.
You've held 7.
You're talking too much, man. Too much lip, bro. This is the same.
You myself here in this bitch, Cat. Don't do that. You held 7 and you come test for me.
There is no way.
You're not doing that today.
Too much balls in the mouth, G. You're licking balls, bro.
I'm not going to do this. I want to come on a humble team. Even with Liverpool,
I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. I've got evidence.
His football is better than ours.
By the way, by the way, in the last 3 years, I haven't suffered a loss against Liverpool. 3 years is long enough, right? 3 years. Cool. Going on to third year, shall I say. Even when we was even more cheeks last year, or even when we was cheeks last year, twice, FA Cup or the Premier League, they escaped a draw. And the thing is, he's trying to tell me that the greatest manager he's had in a Prem era, but now he loves off Slot. Now that means he must believe in Slot.
It's a good angle you're taking.
Even here, the team they beat 2-0 is the same team we also beat 3-0 last year, Old Trafford in Brentford, but yet they're gassed. People need to understand, like Liverpool, as much as they look compact, have also struggled in some transitional moments which require high energy. And I do believe they got a good enough team to do damage. But at the end of the day, when it comes to crowd, 12th man, Old Trafford, rivals, I will never back down against Liverpool, and I'm well within my right. The same way when it comes to Arsenal versus Tottenham,
Old Trafford's got a hat trick. Word
to Mons. Long time ago, G, get over it. Get over it. Long time ago, G. Bro, it's time to stop. Well, living in the... Bro,
I was on stream with you in the AMs.
Welks,
and Cass was telling me I'm 100% beating Liverpool in pre-season.
Wait. Hold on. Look, as much as we get shameless in pre-season, yeah? We get shameless pre-season. That's fine. That's fine. Bro, stop. We're not in USA no more, bro. We're not in USA. We're not in USA. We're not in the USA, bro. We're not in the USA. The same way Tottenham fans, even though they got smoked by Arsenal last year, even though they got smoked by Arsenal last year, when it comes,
I'll have chest for our home game.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
A derby's a derby. Form is a bit irrelevant.
Listen, this is crazy, man.
Motorboat mouth, Welks. You're not doing it today. Sorry, mate.
What are you saying, Hooks?
Are you beating us?
Beating who?
Arsenal. Are you gonna beat us? Watchalongs.
Oh shit! You're not winning. I'll work out closer to the time if we're gonna win.
Let me write.
You're definitely not leaving with 3 points this time. Was it 2 years in a row?
Guess what? Good luck.
That run has to end.
By the way,
that run is coming to an end.
Good luck, Charm. Cass should be going to the game on Sunday. I have only ever seen 2 losses at Manchester United in my entire life.
No.
And I've been to a lot of games.
He's watching that watch along.
Wait.
Hold on. Watch along. We're getting the dub.
Bro, motorboat mouth. Relax.
Is motorboat the new barking? Is that?
Yes. I have seen 2 losses, and I have a curse at the start of the season that I cannot ever see a win at United. You know, it's a good thing I didn't go to that Fulham game in the end. So, anyways, I'm going. That means I'm winning. Anyway,
hey man, everyone is there for everyone you can have a first time for everything in it. So
yeah, well, not now. Arteta is up against Pep and Guardiola. Tell that man get a sky blue shirt because we don't need this joker.
Is he referring to me?
Probably
you, mate. You know what I mean?
Love for the
man. There you go, Ben Odison. That's what Welks is. Welks is a motor hoe.
What did you say?
A motor hoe.
Is that you? Don't talk about yourself like that.
No, you talk too much.
That's what you said.
Spitting. I know your camera has got bare spit over it right now.
Does it? Is it because you're here to see it? Yes.
I mean, no, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, the amount that your lip has been running.
Run the super chats.
Yeah. It's already done, G.
Okay. What's next on the topic then?
It's all right, man. No, we're ending there. I don't think we need to talk about anything else. It's been an hour and a half nearly. Sorry, man. We went over. I think we gave half an hour to each.
Especially on a bank holiday Monday. There's,
bank holiday Monday, mate. We need to be resting.
Day of rest now.
Yeah, but anyways, look, we're gonna end there. We might be back later, depending on transfer stuff or whatever topics. Might be at 11, maybe not, maybe so. But yeah, man, big up to everyone. You can go subscribe in the comments below. If not, you can see them in their tags. Just screenshot your phone. If you're on your phone, the screenshot and you can see their name. I just like, you know what? Let me go on YouTube quick. Done. But yeah, in a bit, make sure you smash the likes. It's going over to Sai's channel. Yeah, man. In a bitch.